Well, it is technically, well, I don't know if this is the last day of the week. I never know. It's Friday. So I'll cross my fingers that everything goes well and I make it home today, which I'm crossing my fingers for. I've got a load of steel bar that I'm dropping off in Louisville, Kentucky, and then we'll see where we go from there. Louisville, I think, is like 5 hours from my house, so it may work out okay as long as I don't have to go too far to pick up my next load, so we'll see. It is 2:44. I dropped off my coil earlier. Now I've got steel bar on the back, and the reason for that is I took it off of that truck right there and gave him my nice trailer. Oh, there you go. There's a mirror. That works better. Psych. Let's see. Alright. So I swapped over. He wasn't here. He's got, I guess you could say, a family emergency. I'll leave it at that. I left the securements that he used to secure this load. I took that off of my truck and put it on his. And actually reattached his truck. He's not here. I got in because his truck and actually hooked it up. Oh, sorry. It is I'm in Tennessee, and it is. Why does anybody want to live in the South? I don't know. I'm glistening. So anyway, I put all the securements over on his truck, nice and neat, including a couple straps that I placed inside his truck, nice and neat. Backed up his truck, hooked it up, hooked all the air lines up, closed his curtains, turned off his batteries. So he should be good to go when he starts, because everything that he needs is in that truck. And we'll see. I'm airing up this truck right now so I can apply air to the trailer, because I want to check out if there's any air leaks or anything. So I need to go. Just a quick update while I go now, pre-trip this trailer, make sure everything's working according to what it needs to be. Peace. It is 8:50 Central Time. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, like downtown. I drove through the city, which is in that direction where all the big buildings are, like down Main Street, which was kind of, that kind of thing makes me nervous, because it's like, what kind of side streets am I going to have to turn onto to get to here? But I had already, during my pre-trip, or pre-planning of this trip.
Attention, a new important message has arrived.
New work
Attention,
assignment.
a new important message has arrived.
They have to, every time you hear a new message arrive, that's how many messages arrive. So I just received 2 messages. One was, be careful, you're near Indiana. And the other is the new work assignment. Hopefully it's taking me home. So it's going to be short and sweet. This is where I delivered. They unload you on the scale. I backed up into the spot where I unchained, and the guy came over and said, you have to leave. So I'm parking outside the gate here, which, it's understandable. They don't want their lot filled up with empty trucks. So I wasn't aware of that. It's my first time here. So learn something new for this place. When I'm done unloading, get out of there as fast as you can. So I'm going to work this new assignment and get home, hopefully. It is Friday. All right, it's start back here. It's 10:53, and I've got 4.5 hours to get home. 10:53, 4.5 hours to get home, but I still have to get loaded, so I'll be home, I don't know, 7 at the latest. And I've got 10 hours and 21 minutes on my 14-hour clock, and 9 hours still left on my driving clock, and that's not going to move until the 14-hour kicks down until the 9. So, I've got plenty of time to do this, but stranger things have happened to where it's prevented me from doing what I need to do. So I'm picking up painted steel coils, just like that truck ahead of me. In fact, I talked to those individuals, and one of them actually, I guess, has seen me, which is cool. On YouTube. Obviously, he saw me when I was talking to him, because I was standing in front of him. So I'll throw a bunch of securements on this, tarp it, head home. The weather's kind of lousy right now, but that doesn't bother me because I'm inside the truck when I drive, and it's the only thing I worry about is other drivers. If there's no other drivers on the road, I don't care what the weather is. So anyway, they're signing their paperwork, looks like, and I am Nick, so till next time. It's 4:48 in the afternoon, Friday. I'm at the Madison Maverick Yard. My awesome fleet manager came by and talked to me to say hi. This is okay. The tarp, I did a repowered load, so when I swapped trailers, I accepted whatever tarps were in this trailer. I could have gone through the effort to pull mine out, but I just assumed these were normal. So, sorry, I'm just tired, not necessarily upset. Does that make sense? And I'll explain why I'm tired here in a second. Anyway, these tarps, though they are classified as steel tarps, are much wider at the first webbing where we usually tie it down to the deck. I pin the corners, but these corners, as you can see, stretch so wide that I actually had to pull the corner down on each side in order to get it to fit flush to the deck. So that was totally threw my game plan off today, because everything was rolling smooth, got all my coils loaded. Look at how many securements I used. Yeah, everything. Because each one of these is over 9,000 pounds. So each, they're steel, palletized steel coils, eye to the sky. So we have to put chains with the edge protectors on them, but one chain won't do it. You have to use two, because one chain only covers 8,000 pounds worth of securement. So I did two. That wasn't an issue, except when I ran out of chains. So I used, as far as I know, one chain that it serves as a trip chain, also serves as a securement value, because it's up on the skid holding the coil. And I've also got a 8,000 pound strap on the ends. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Anyway, so I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 securements on 45,000 pounds worth of stuff. And then I had to, what threw me off today were these tarps. Because I was slowing everybody down. I was, first when I pulled them out and I unrolled them, I'm like, holy crap. Who rolled this up? Because they had their method. They had a non-Maverick way of folding up these tarps, and I was like, oh crap. So that slowed me down as I tried to figure out, okay, where are the ends of this thing at, and getting it. This thing has basically 4 tarps on it, because it's got 2 canvas tarps underneath. And then, as you can see, the tarp almost covers the end to the end, but wouldn't be quite enough. So there are 2 steel tarps on top of this, so it's got like 3 or 4 tarps worth of protection on the top. So it threw my whole game off, and I forgot to put the boards, the triangle boards, on the top. Well, that was earlier, because I've corrected that problem since then. So I pulled into, I got fuel, pulled into the yard. I was going to fix a bungee that broke. And a gentleman came outside and let me know that I need to put the boards on top, and I was like, oh, totally forgot. So I loosened up all my bungees, and I didn't have to necessarily pull everything off. He helped me figure this out, because I was like ready to hit myself in the head on the deck in anguish. But what I did is I took the tarps, after I loosened up the bungees and removed the end ones, I just folded it up, all the 2 tarps and the canvas tarp up to the top of the coil, and then slid the board in, which I was grateful for that advice. I think he's a safety guy here. And And I did the same thing on the front, so it's got this peak on the top, so if it does rain, the rain will shed. Though at the time it almost had 5 peaks just from the others going this way. Because of the chains that I've used, you can see how it kind of forms. It almost looks like tent poles in there. But so each coil's got 2 chains. Some were with the regular 2 points of connection, but this one is it goes through 2 points, but it hooks onto the chain itself, which is I guess the second best way that Maverick likes to do this. Here's the first best way, where it goes around and hooks, versus going through, coming back up, and then hooking the chain itself, if that makes any sense. Other than that, the trailer has been good, except for that earlier issue with the light, but they got that fixed. As you can see there, it's got like umpteen million LEDs in it compared to all the rest that have 10. But it makes it work. And of course the back looks ugly because I'm having to deal with this extra tarp that won't necessarily reach flat to the ground, but has the other way would be to pull it down to here and try to mess with it, but then it still looks funky. And so I'm curious as to when I fold these tarps up when I deliver this load, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to leave early on Sunday, so I basically got tomorrow off and that's it. I'll have to leave on Sunday because it's over 10 hours away. I mean, I guess I could leave like in the afternoon and then drive for 4 hours on Monday, but what's the point of doing that if I'm gonna leave? I get anxious sitting around, so I would rather just leave early on Sunday and get it over with, get it started and get it over with. So anyway, I've got all these bungees, and now I can finally go in and do my scan my paperwork, and then go home and spend a few hours with my family and go from there. We'll see.